every Pokemon has a type, right? And out of the 898 different Pokemon, 445 of Pokemon are dual typed, right? Well, I don't think you know that, but you heard it from AJ first, right? Anyways, in some instances, there is both a best and worst side, right? And in Pokemon, there are best and worst typings, right? Well, wrong, because obviously every Pokemon has a disadvantage when it battles an opponent that it is weak against. But you might be saying, why am I making a video on this? Well, hear me out. Today's video is going to be about the best and worst Pokemon typing ever, and it will be in my opinion. See, it's in my opinion, because I'm not up for the backlash. If you're a Pokemon fan or at the end of this video, you enjoyed, it'd be Acetastic if you please, por favor, merci beaucoup, subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a Poke content upload. And let's roll out right in today's video. Hello Poke friends and Pokemoners, it's Jay, AJ on here. So as I said earlier, I'm looking at the best and worst Pokemon typings, but before I actually get further in the video, I must clarify that I'm only looking at 6 dual types for each group, and that each dual type that I will mention in this video, that they will be rated from okay to really good for the good group, and for the bad group, okay to really bad. So now that I have clarified the situation, let's get started. And the bad group is first Fire Rock. Sorry Carcool and Colossal fans, but let's say at least it's in the okay section. But anyways, let's look at its matchup chart. So it's weak to Fighting and Rock with a 2 times weakness, and it takes home a 4 times weakness from both the ground and water types. It is resistant against Flying, Normal, Poison, Bug, and Fairy, and Ice, also taking its damage by half, then quartering Fire's damage. It takes normal damage from the Ghost, Steel, Grass, Electric, Psychic, Dragon, and Dark types. Ice Bug. If you like Snom or Frostnut, I'm sorry, but you should be thankful it's in the decent tier. But to its matchup chart. So it's weak against the Steel and Flying types with a 2 times weakness, and Rock and Fire with a 4 times weakness. It's resistant against Ground, Grass, and Ice types, taking half the damage for all. It takes normal damage from Normal, Fighting, Poison, Bug, Ghost, Water, Electric, Psychic, Dragon, Dark, and Fairy. Grass Flying. No disrespect Tropius fans, but its typing is pretty bad. So let's break its matchup chart. It has a 2 times weakness from Flying, Poison, Rock, and Fire types. It takes a 4 times weakness from the Ice type. It's resistant to the Fighting and Water types, taking half the damage, taking quarter from the Grass type and 0 from the Ground types respectively. It takes normal damage from Normal, Bug, Ghost, Steel, Electric, Psychic, Dragon, Dark, and the Fairy types. Rock Ground. There's a ton load of Pokemon with this typing. Even my favorite pseudo, Tyranitar's basic form, Larvitar, has this type. But, well, it's a bad typing, so let's look at its matchup chart. It's weak against Fighting, Ground, Steel, and Ice, taking a 2 times weakness from all, and then a 4 times weakness from Water and Grass. It's resistant against Normal, Flying, and Rock, and even Fire, taking half the damage, and then for Poison, quarter the damage. A 0 for the Electric type. It takes normal damage from Bug, Ghost, Psychic, Dragon, and Dark, even Fairy. Grass Bug. Although being a Leavanny fan myself and using one on my Pokemon Black playthrough, I must admit its typing is really bad. But anyways, to its matchup list. It's weak against Poison, Rock, Bug, and Ice, all with 2 times weaknesses, and Fly and Fire with a 4 times weakness. It's resistant to Ground, Water, Fighting, Grass, and Electric, all with half damage, except Ground and Grass with quarter the damage. It takes normal damage from normal, ghost, steel, psychic, dragon, dark, and fairy. Ice grass. Sorry Snover and Abomasnow fans, but its typing just gave it the title of the worst typing ever. But to claim its rightful place as the worst typing ever, let's look at its matchup chart. It takes 2 times damage from fighting, flying, poison, rock, bug, and steel, and for the record, a 4 times weakness from the fire type. It's resistant against ground, water, grass, and electric, all taking half damage. It takes normal damage from normal, ghost, psychic, ice, dragon, dark, and fairy. Okay, so that concludes it for the worst typing, and as the saying says, save the best for the last. So over to the best group. Grass water. Ludicolo's typing is one great typing, but let's see why it couldn't have gotten the first place spot. Let's observe its matchup chart. So it has a 2 times weakness against the flying, poison, and bug types. It's resistant against ground and steel with a half resistance, and water. It takes normal damage from normal, fighting, rock, ghost, fire, grass, electric, psychic, ice, dragon, dark, and fairy. Dark psychic. Inkay and Malamar's typing is another one of those great typings. But anyways, to its matchup chart. So it's weak against bug with a 4 times weakness and fairy a 2 times weakness. It's resistant against psychic, taking not even half damage. It takes normal damage from normal, fighting, flying, poison, ground, rock, ghost, steel, fire, water, grass, electric, ice, dragon, and dark. Steel flying. Corviknight, one of my favorite Pokemon, its typing is one great one. But let's look at its matchup chart. So it's only weak against fire and electric, both with a 2 times weakness. It's resistant against normal, flying, steel, psychic, dragon, and fairy, all are half resistant, and grass quarter. It takes 0 damage from poison and ground. It takes normal damage from fighting, rock, ghost, water, ice, and dark. Steel fairy. Mawile, Magerna, and even our most recent generation has introduced Zacian. All of these Pokemon have a Steel Fairy typing. So let's break down its matchup chart. It's weak against ground and fire with a 2 times weakness. It's resistant against normal, fairy, psychic, dark, fairy, flying, ice, and grass with a half damage resistance, and bug quarter. It takes 0 damage from poison and dragon. It takes normal damage from fighting, ghost, steel, water, and electric types. Water ground. The favorite starter of some of my friends, Swampert, and a host of other Pokemon has this typing. Let's break it down with its matchup chart. It's weak only against the grass type with a 4 times weakness. It's resistant against poison, rock, steel, and fire with a half damage resistance, and it takes 0 damage from the electric type. It takes normal damage from all the other types. So, the Pokemon typing with the number 1 spot is... Can I get a drum roll? The Ghost type! Okay, I'm just joking. It's the Dark Ghost type. Slableye, you did it. But let's see how you aced first place to this matchup chart. So it's weak only to Fairy with a 2 times weakness. It's resistant against normal, fighting, and psychic, taking 0 damage and taking half from the poison type. It takes normal damage from all the other types. That's all you can catch for now. If you're part of the Pokemon fandom or you enjoyed this video, it'll be Acetastic if you please mega punch that subscribe button, like, I need Miss Spike, and comment and tell me what future Poke content you'd like me to do. You can also check out my Poke Amino and finally my Twitch. Don't forget Discord coming soon, link in the description. I'm AJ and I'll catch you and you catch me on my next Poke content upload. Until then, I'll be blasting off again!